Welcome to the Third and Thirsty Podcast, your one-pot stop for Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Kansas City referee, and Taylor Swift free AFC West banter. I'm Alex Bell. I'm here with the Denver Broncos. To my left, Omar Rubio, one of 6 Charger fans. And to my right, I have Edgar Larios, representing the Las Vegas or Los Angeles or Oakland, wherever the hell they decide to play next year, Raiders. How was our weekend, fellas?
It was good. Good weekend. Me and Edgar, not together, but together. Same part of the family, Edgar's side of the family, which is my wife's side of the family. Headed up to San Jose, little family party, good time. Always a good time when you're around family and enjoying each other's company.
Definitely enjoy some drinks.
Nice. Yeah, it looked like fun. I was bummed that we missed out, but it's just too little bit of a long drive for us and the youngin. We just went to Santa Barbara yesterday and chilled and spent the day down there. Stayed at the Harbor View Inn right there on the harbor. It's nice.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong going to Santa Barbara for even just a short trip, day trip. Still good time.
Definitely always wake up saying, "Damn, we should have booked a second night. I'm gonna drive back already." But we have fun. It was a good time.
Luckily, we can just take like a day trip since we're so close. So
yeah,
that's a good thing.
That's true. Take the train down. That's the way to go. Yep. All right, so let's get into it a little bit. We'll start with some stuff around the league. Aaron Rodgers finally signed. Shout out to Joy Taylor.
She made that signing happen.
Yeah, she spoke it into existence, I guess.
Whether she knew it was going to happen or not, maybe she had some insight that nobody else had, not even Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, maybe she got married to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, true. You're probably telling me, I was like, get the fuck to OTAs already, damn it.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, so he's with the Steelers now, replacing Rudolph. So going from one wash quarterback to another.
I mean, he replaced basically 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, all of them were trash. So
exactly. Russell Wilson, who else? Justin Fields, and now Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
that week 1's game is going to be pretty dope. Jets versus Steelers.
Yeah, that's right. So Fields will be going up against his old team, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might be on the radar for me to watch that weekend, I guess. I don't care about the Steelers at all this year. I think they're just going to do exactly what they've always been doing, which is like win 8 or 9 games, fall out of the playoff race there with a couple weeks left, and end up with a pick in the 20s. It's just a cycle that never ends and just continues to repeat itself with the Steelers.
Yeah,
it's going to be pretty frustrating to be a Steeler fan right now.
But I feel like it's more of just like the front office than the coaching. Front office is, I don't know, it just seems like it's disconnected from the coaching a little bit.
They got so comfortable with the past couple of years that this year they were just like, we'll get Rodgers. It's okay.
I guess. I mean, if I was a Steelers fan, I'd be pretty pissed right now.
You know, I actually heard also that he's actually the reason why they didn't pick up Shedeur Sanders. He didn't want to mentor him or some shit like that.
I guess that makes sense.
I guess, yeah.
No. I guess we'll find out in a couple of years if Shedeur Sanders is a top 5 quarterback with the Browns. That just sounds insane saying it out loud. There's no way that's going to happen. Maybe he leaves the Browns and becomes a pretty good quarterback, but it won't be with the Browns.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Then we'll know that the Steelers made a huge mistake. Yeah. So let's see here. Aaron Rodgers, that's been a couple of days now, so
yeah,
kind of move off of that. A couple of players got released today, one of them being Jaire Alexander.
That's a big one. I mean, he's been hurt last couple of years, hasn't really played a full season, but he's still, when he's been on the field, he's been top quality. Yeah. CB1, I don't think you can probably name maybe 10 better when they're healthy cornerbacks out there. So, I mean, at least he's right at the edge of top 10, but still, that's still CB1. And pretty sure there'd be at least 15, 20 teams vying for his services.
I think I read today that there was 6 initially interested.
Initially.
He's missed a lot of time the last couple of years.
He's only played 14 games in 2 years.
Right.
Yeah. So there's going to be somebody willing to give him a 1-year flyer deal for him to bet on himself.
He'll get a 1-year deal somewhere.
Yeah,
it's going to have a lot of incentives.
That's what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be willing to give him that 1-year deal with incentives, and there's teams that are just kind of like in that playoff mix that want to get, into the top echelon of the teams in the league and put themselves over the top with that one move.
Either you guys be interested at all?
I would as a Chargers fan, just because, like I said, we were already in the playoffs last year, vying for a playoff spot. I'm hoping for this year, and we don't really have a CB1 on the team. We have a lot of guys.
Damn, can't relate.
Yeah, we have a lot of depth. We have two young corners who we were hoping that they had a really good season last year as rookies, 5th-round rookies, hoping they keep evolving, but don't have a CB1. Coaching for us does a lot. Scheme does a lot. Puts players in the right places where they want to be, but having that CB1 would make it a lot easier for Jesse Minter, at least for the Chargers, to scheme up things, because when you can go man, it's a lot easier than going zone. You can bring in exotic blitz packages. You can blitz from the corners, blitz from the slot, blitz from the linebackers. It just makes it a lot easier, a lot harder for the offense to hone in on what you're doing.
For sure. One of the reasons why the Broncos led the league in sacks last year was because they're secondary.
Man coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go, like I said, man coverage does a lot for your pass rush.
Yeah, the Broncos could drop everyone back because they could still get pressure with a 4-man rush. Not a lot of teams can do that.
And a lot of them are sack coverages.
Right.
The
Coverage.
coverage, yeah.
The quarterback's
The
holding
coverage,
the ball too much.
Yep, the coverage outplay the offense, so then the front line can get there. I mean, give them more. You give them 3 seconds to get there, then they're gonna get there. 3-4 seconds. That's plenty of time.
Yeah, he would be a great fit with the Chargers, just in the fact that he would probably miss most of the season being injured. So, right up the Chargers' alley.
Yeah.
What about you,
They've been a
Edgar?
little better,
I mean,
but
honestly, it's sadly to say that we actually used to have him before we let him go for no reason, I guess. But yeah, I want the Raiders to pick him up, but I mean, it's a lot better than Ramsey because it would be a lot cheaper. But yeah, my only risk would be he might not make it the whole season.
Oh, for sure he won't.
I think for you guys it'd be a lot different than for the Chargers. I think you guys would be hoping that he would play into a longer term contract for you guys. It wouldn't
Well, I mean,
be.
it's
It wouldn't be
mostly-
like a 1-year deal, because like that 1-year deal, you guys maybe make the playoffs with him, and then get bounced out. It's still young for your coaching.
Well, the thing is that we have a very young secondary. Our oldest corner it's only been his 3rd season now, and so in the end of the day, like, he brings in experience. He can help out the younger guys. There's a lot of corners that have a lot of stuff to prove, which I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they haven't really reached out just yet. But at the same time, like I said, I wouldn't mind him. The only thing is that I just don't think that he'll finish the whole season. And I mean, at the same time, I wouldn't like be so worried if he did end up getting injured, because I feel like some of the younger corners will step up. But I mean, we could only wait and see. Like, I'm confident that these players are going to get better, but I mean, when we have him playing, if we can win some of those games, like, that's going to help us in the later rounds, because later in the season is when our schedule gets a little tougher, and I mean, we will let the younger guys get more experience.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up, is that because you guys have younger guys, I feel like the Raiders would more want them to get more reps, because it is the first year of the new regime. They know it's not going to be perfect. They know it's not going to be what they want, but at least they get to see these guys play, know what they have in them from their eyes, instead of from what their scouting has told them or what they've seen on tape. Like, they get to see it in person.
Yeah.
And the more reps for younger guys, the better.
Exactly.
That's the only reason I don't see them going after him as much.
I mean, for me, it has to be the right contract in the end. But
it would help, like you said, for the younger guys. But at the same time, I feel like the Raiders would benefit more from the younger guys getting more snaps.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're not making the playoffs this year. We know that.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't help to get. It really wouldn't help you guys to get more wins if you're not going to make the playoffs. So it's like, let these younger guys get the snaps, let them get the experience. The next year they have that experience. You know what you have in them. You know, maybe you need to go and get that the next guy to get a veteran, like you said, to help them out, because now you're ready to make the playoffs. Now you're ready to compete.
Well, he would fit with the Raiders in one sense because he does have that Raider in him when he did that stupid coin toss thing. You guys remember that with the Packers? No, a couple years ago, the Packers choose captains every week to go out for the coin toss. He just decided to go out there without being picked. It was in Carolina, and I guess he's from Charlotte, so he was just like, fuck it, it's a home game for me, so I'm going to make myself a captain. And then he not only went out there, but he called the heads or tails. So he wasn't even supposed to be out there, and then he made the decision on heads or tails. Then he ended up getting suspended for a big game against the Vikings the next week.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen.
End of the season.
With Coach Harbaugh. Coach Harbaugh would not let that happen. He probably would have gone and pulled him off the field.
Yeah, for real. I could see him running out there and like ripping him off the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could get pretty physical with his players. I always reminds me Harbaugh doing that little hype up stupid thing he does with his quarterbacks. And when he did it to Herbert for the first time, Herbert didn't know what he was doing, so he went in for a
because Herbert's just like he's a different. He's not somebody you need to hype up. He's somebody that's like more. Like,
well, he didn't know what he was doing, so he like went for like a weird awkward hug.
He was just like focused on the game, and all of a sudden he just gets her smacked up. He was like, "What the?"
Well, he thought he was going in for a hug, so he like went in for the bro hug. It was like the weirdest, most awkward bro hug you've ever seen. And then Harbaugh was like, "Oh, I'm hitting you, like pumping you up," and he's like, "Oh, okay." It was pretty funny the first time that happened.
Speaking of Raider behavior, Shemar Stewart with the Bengals, both kind of a Raider player move, and then also Bengals making a Raiders organization move, just not getting him signed, and now he's going apeshit on the team. Today he said, "I'm 100% right. I'm not asking for nothing y'all never done before, but in y'all case, y'all just want to win arguments more than winning games." So he's talking about not only his situation, but also Henderson's.
I was about to say, yeah, the D end.
Yeah. So firstly, this offseason, they go and spend
$100 million on two guys.
Yeah, on one position.
Yeah.
And then now they got this thing going on with their first round pick. Pretty ugly.
I just feel like they gave in to Burrow that he needed T. Higgins. He needed these receivers. Like, I can't do what I do without them. You got to appease me. And now
they are one of the best.
Doing the same thing.
They are basically one of the best duos in the NFL.
Yeah, but do you think as you're paying your quarterback top dollar, do you think he would be able to elevate lower quality receivers up into at least decent mid tier receivers?
I mean, not every single top paid quarterback can do that.
That's why you pay them that.
Hold on, I'm not going to take this Joe Burrow slander on this podcast.
I'm not saying
that's what I'm saying.
Slander.
Like,
I'm not saying it's slander.
I mean, I personally think you give him any receiver, he'll do whatever he has to.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, in the end, like, you know, those are his best receivers. Like, I'm not going to say they're not. I mean,
well, yeah, definitely. Of course, he's going to want those receivers, but also you got to think about the whole picture as far as
they can pay the whole team. They just choose not to.
There's only so much you can pay each player.
Yeah, there's a salary cap.
Yeah, there's a salary cap.
Yeah, but the thing is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a ways around
and
it.
When three guys take up,
yeah, I wonder what the percentage
half of
is.
your salary cap?
Yeah, I wonder what that percentage is.
It's got to be close to half. It's got to be like 30 to 40%.
Yeah, with Burrow making money, Chase and Higgins.
Burrow's making like
he's making 55.
I thought he was making like 60 a year.
The only person making 60 is Dak Prescott, and that's a quarterback that you're gonna tell me that he couldn't even do with Brandon Cooks, and Brandon Cooks used to be one of the top receivers in the NFL with the Texans, and then he couldn't even do that with him while he still had Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Brandon Cooks. And that's a player that's getting paid $60 to $1 million. After that is Bills quarterback. Fuck.
Josh Allen.
I just had a brain for it.
Haley Steinfeld's husband.
He's making 55 also. 50 from him down. Everybody's making 55. Dak is the only one making 60.
That's just the way the quarterback market goes. You got to pay your guy. You got to pay your guy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. For me, it's like I think it could work. It just depends on like you just have to move some money around. Henderson maybe not pay him. Like at this point, he's probably gonna ask for way too much money. Because I think I even saw T.J. Watt is also fucking holding out.
He is.
So these guys are going to be asking for at least over 40, more than Myles Garrett.
That would be crazy, but
you got to think about that. The salary cap did go up historically this year.
Yeah, so
after going up historically
that's what I'm saying.
last year.
But
So
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty sure like they can
30
move some
million.
money around, but it's gonna
especially when it comes to a rookie deal. I mean, you should really be able to figure out a rookie deal.
Yeah,
the rookie deal is just the rookie deal. It's already set in itself. Like,
Right.
You can only
It's
make this much.
Just a little different,
probably just like,
nitpicking different things in the contract. Which,
Yeah, guaranteed
the little
money,
details
and
shit,
bonuses, things like
yeah.
that.
Well, Stewart needs to make sure he gets the best deal he can. It is wild to go and shit on the team that drafted you
exactly
before you even get to practice.
This
He's not
early,
even
too.
practicing.
It's not even like it's not even practice.
You
It's
have
so
nothing
early.
to hold on to. Like you have nothing. Like there's like, oh, I did this in college, but like, yeah, that was college. You never played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Why are you even doing this?
Yeah, he's not practicing with the team. Jaire Barron,
Jedi?
Jaire Barron, he hasn't signed his deal yet, but he's still practicing. I guess you could sign as a rookie a kind of like a injury waiver. So if he does, God forbid, Edgar, don't put it out there. But
I'm not
if
saying shit.
something
You're
were to
the one
happen
that brought it
to
up.
a random rookie, I'm not even going to put a name on it, but
Yeah.
a random rookie were to get hurt during practice before they sign their deal, they still get taken care of. So he's signed on that and could still practice. But Shemar Stewart's like, nah, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to
Trey
practice.
Harris hasn't signed for the Chargers. He's their second round pick.
And he's
Jack
practicing.
Bash.
He's practicing. He's definitely practicing because he knows, like, even if he doesn't sign, there's only so much you can get, and he knows that he's still fighting for a spot or fighting for snaps this upcoming year.
Yeah,
Because he's not
for sure.
He's not 1. He's not 2. He's not 3. Maybe 3. But he's fighting for that third spot as a second round pick. So he knows that he's got work to do. So he knows he can't miss time practicing with the team, learning the playbook, things like that.
Yeah.
For us, it's also Jack Bash, our second round receiver from TCU. He also hasn't signed. But yeah, it's because obviously, I don't know. I forgot the player that Texans picked up, but he got a full guaranteed contract.
I don't know. I just feel like all the attention around Jack Bash is kind of gotten a little to him, like a little like he a little bit entitled almost. Like that
Why?
just because he has got all the national attention. Not saying in a bad way, but like
No,
the
like,
thing
I
that happened
mean-
with his brother, like everybody knows him, everybody knows his story. Like he knows he's gonna bring at least ticket sales because of that. I don't know. Not saying it in a bad way because
Well, I mean,
sorry for
but,
what
I
happened
mean,
with his brother. Like not saying anything bad about that. Like
So that's
prayers
why
go
he's
to
not
his
signing
family
his
and everything.
contract.
But what's that?
So that's why he's not signing the contract.
No, I'm saying maybe that's why he's feeling a little bit like he needs more. He wants more.
No. I'm pretty sure. Trust me. From what I've heard, that there's plenty of second round picks that still haven't signed their contract. Like Jack Bash and
Yeah, maybe
you know,
Trey Harris is full of himself
Maybe
because of
maybe he
something.
is.
But
But
honestly,
is he? Oh well, Jack Bash is at practice too, right?
Yeah, they're
he's at
practicing.
He's
They're
at
fine.
practice.
but the thing is like I'm telling
I'm
you,
wrong.
I'm just hearing that there's.
I didn't know. I forgot he was at practice.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
so yeah, like there's plenty of. I heard that there's plenty of second round picks that just still haven't signed it.
Well, you got to get your money. Get your money.
True.
Let's see here. So let's get to the big news of the day for our teams here. J.K. Dobbins, newest Bronco. You have any parting words for Dobbins there, Omar?
Just thank you for what you did. Awesome work last year. Glad you got picked up. Hopefully you get us a comp pick because at this point we weren't getting any comp picks. So if he makes all his money that he's
You guys weren't getting any comp picks?
nah, because
No,
it like evened out the guys that left.
Oh,
and
the people
left
you guys
came
picked up?
back and
Okay.
evened out, and then even some of our guys, like if Dobbins would have gotten picked up before. That's why they put that tag on him. Is that if he would have got picked up before the draft, then they would have got a comp pick. But since he didn't, they were like, well, whatever. Let's just throw this tag on him. If somebody signs him,
I heard it was after June 1st. After
the draft.
I heard it was
Just
June
after
1st.
after the draft and before the
We don't know the situation. Whatever. They get a comp pick.
yeah.
At the end of the day,
get a comp
they get
pick.
some sort of comp pick. Broncos get J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins had a pretty good year last year, mostly from his start. Right, those first 2 games against crushing the Raiders, 10 carries for 135 yards.
It was that one
Long 60.
ass-
Yeah, he had that 60-yarder. And then another good week with Carolina the next week. After that, it kind of got a little rough, which I'm a little worried about here.
The interior offensive line wasn't great.
Yeah.
But that's the type of running back that he is. He's more of like he's a home run hitter, but it's not always going to hit. He's going to get out a lot of times, but one of those times he's
when
going
he
to
has
get
like
the
an
home
open
run.
field, he's gonna take off.
Yeah, if he gets a crease and he gets open field, he's going.
I
and
mean,
he's
you
gonna
never
get a
know
big-
with your guys' own line.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to have plenty of those this year with the Broncos having the
and
best.
he's not going to carry the load like he did last year for the Chargers. Even when they signed him, they thought it was going to be a two back backfield
Gus Edwards.
with Gus Edwards and him, and he ended up just taking over that RB1 spot and just running with it, literally.
Yeah, he'll definitely be a duo this year with R.J. Harvey, which, Sean Payton, obviously he's always going to have a duo running back room, right? Just even going back to like Reggie Bush and McAllister.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the best one that they have for him was Ingram and Kamara.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, so it is interesting that the Broncos went and did this. They must have, after that first week of practice, looked at the running back room and said, "Ooh, shit."
I mean, it was pretty light looking from the outside.
Yeah.
They have a lot of guys that I think they were hoping to step up. Obviously, R.J. Harvey's a lock to make the roster and be very likely to be the starter. But Julio McLaughlin, Audric Estime, who's still only 21. He's only 21 years old. Dude could barely buy his first drink. Beatty or Bidet, which it's another funny name. And then even like guys like Blake Watson, who was undrafted. All those guys were kind of in the mix to maybe try to take a step up, but
I didn't know you guys had that many. God damn.
yeah, there's quite a
but
few.
I think it's going to be a low money deal. The 1 year deal
With JK,
with J.K. Dobbins.
I think it's 2.5 guaranteed. Could be up to 5 something with incentives.
Yeah, it's worth the investment. I think it's going to be
Totally, it's a really good signing. You
low
have
cost,
a veteran,
high upside.
another veteran in the room. Really, the only one that you could be looking at going into this year, I guess, would be Jaleel, and he was going into his 3rd year.
Yeah, the only thing bad I could say about him is he has had a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
Even last year was his biggest year, and he still missed 4 games, went on the IR.
least he
About
came back.
3/4 of the way. Oh no, about a little after halfway of the season, he came back. He had another little bit of a knee injury that didn't hold him out. That didn't miss games after that, but you could tell he wasn't the same. He was still a little gimpy. Didn't have that full speed, full strength. But
yeah, and that's a big
he
part of
still
his
did
game.
best.
Big part of his game. He is pretty good at breaking tackles too. He can be a pretty good power runner, which
Yeah, and
will
last
complement
year-
RJ
last
Harvey
year,
pretty well.
He actually caught the ball pretty well out of the backfield, which
That's
he
going to be
hadn't
big
done
for Sean
before.
Payton's offense.
Yeah, he hadn't done before that
Yeah.
in Baltimore. So
His pass protection has gotten a lot better too over his last course
Very
of his
good.
career.
very good.
Harbaugh even gave him a pretty good shout out after one game. I don't remember which one it was, but
But it was very good last year. It wasn't just one game. It wasn't just Harbaugh. It was plenty of the offensive staff that was giving him praise on his pass defense.
yeah. So this is definitely a big reason why the Broncos brought him in.
Yes.
RJ Harvey obviously is unproven in that situation in the NFL. So
And that's,
having a guy that you could split carries with and bring him in for maybe 3rd downs or whatever, it's going to be really big for the
and even
Broncos
that's
offense.
why I think he'll have a bigger role on the team than you think.
I don't think he's going to have a small role.
No, yeah, I think he's.
I
gonna
think
have a pretty
he and
predominant
RJ
role.
Harvey are going to have pretty much be splitting carries.
And I want to say,
I'd like to see RJ take the bulk, but
I think it will
think
later
he's
on in the
gonna be-
season. But I think it'll just kind of like, all right, let's lean on JK and then
Right.
turn it over to RJ, maybe quarter way.
I see.
Ease him into it.
Yeah.
Let him see what the NFL's like. Let him see what getting hit by a man is like. Pause. But that's kind of what I feel like. Kind of like his little red shirt, 2-3 games, ease into the NFL, and then I feel like RJ will take the reins after that.
I feel like RJ is going to be more of a third down back. Sorry.
you think so?
Really?
Because he can catch out of the backfield.
He is quick. He's fast.
So and he's
you're
quick,
right.
but I mean JK is probably gonna be like kind of like starting, and then maybe they might be able to switch it up here and there, depending on how they eat. If JK is running good, they're not gonna take the ball away from him. They're gonna let him keep going. But like if there's games where like 1-2, and then bring in RJ Harvey, and then have him like catch the ball out of the backfield, you never know.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be a split backfield, which, I mean, definitely to be expected with Sean Payton. I saw on Twitter a lot of people today upset that RJ Harvey is not going to be as effective in fantasy, and it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, he's going to be a good.
Cares.
Yeah, who cares? Well, look, obviously, these aren't like Bronco fans; they're just fantasy football nerds. But they should know that RJ Harvey was going to be splitting with somebody. Going up until today, it probably would have been Jaleel, but I think Jaleel will still make the team just because he's so trusted by Peyton now at this point. I'm starting to worry a little bit about Estime.
Maybe if there's like special teams play, involved.
You definitely want to keep Estime on the roster, being that he's only 21. So you hope that, God, when he hits like 23, maybe he could develop into the player that you drafted him to be. But I mean, 21 is so
When was he drafted?
young. He was a 5th round pick last year.
Yeah, he's young.
He's young.
Maybe because he didn't have too great of a season last year. You could hide him in on your
He didn't get a lot
practice
of.
squad.
He didn't get a ton of touches. He
But
won't.
he looked good.
There's no way if they waive him, he makes it to the practice squad. Someone will pick him up.
That's what I'm
Again,
saying.
he's 21.
Maybe you get a chance to get on my practice squad, but
There's no shot.
yeah,
There's
there's
no shot.
shitty teams out there like the Raiders. They'll pick him up.
I mean, they got a pretty damn good running back,
I know.
dude. So
But who do they have after him? Exactly.
Who do we have after him? Mostert.
Exactly.
oh yeah, Monster. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Mostert. We got Zamir White, and we got Sincere McCormick. He was on that like
Another
ball
cool
down
name.
versus the Chiefs. He did pretty good, and I was actually gonna compare him to Estimate because when we picked him up, he wasn't as good, but they like during practice they saw something in him, I guess, so they put him in they actually let him go, and then they picked him up and put him in what's that shit called? The waivers? Or not the waivers, what's that shit called?
No idea what you're talking about.
It's not waivers.
Well, when you not on the actual team, but in the
Practice squad?
practice squad.
Oh, okay.
So they put him there, and then this last year, they let him during preseason he balled out, but then he got hurt.
A lot of people brawl out in preseason. I've learned that preseason matters to the people that think that a 7th round pick is really good.
Well, that's the
But
reason why
most
they
of the
have
time-
preseason games to see what they got in the later
Yeah,
rounds.
but most of the time that 7th round pick is a 7th round pick for a reason.
Well, this guy was undrafted, and this year he actually balled out, but he just ended up getting hurt again. He had a really good game against the Chiefs, and on that second game where we fucking fumbled the game or the ball in last minute.
Was that
He had a really good
Aiden
game.
O'Connell? Oh, good old Aiden O'Connell. I'll miss him.
Yep.
I will sure miss him. So let's see here. Get some comments from the last video.
Get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. We got quite a few. So anyone that left a comment on the last video, big thank you to you. Even the haters, which we'll get into here
My
pretty
family,
soon.
who left a couple of weird comments, but thank you. Thanks for helping us out. And,
Totally.
getting us some ground to run on. Thank you.
Yep, we love it. Any support we get at this point, we super appreciate. So let's see here. AZ Kid 2000 is right there with Edgar. Geno was shocked not only the AFC West but the entire NFL.
Damn.
Maybe in how bad he is.
Yeah, AZ Kid 2000. I don't know, man.
I like your confidence, bro. I like it.
I think he'll do just fine, but that's what Geno Smith is, especially at this point in his career, is just fine.
Just fine, yeah.
I think that's a pretty good way to sum him up. Daniela De Luna. Is this anyone of you guys know?
That's my cousin again, Daniela. Thank you for commenting.
Shout out 3 footballs. K-Dub 619.
Don't know her, but
Okay.
619. I'm assuming you're a Chargers fan. I think you said go Chargers.
Let's go Chargers.
Thank you.
Him.
Hold up.
You said her. I don't know. That's probably
Kayla or
K-Dubs.
Oh, I thought you said
So,
Kayla.
yeah, probably a dub or probably a dude. A dub.
Sorry,
Dub's a dude.
if you're a dude, if you're a chick,
Are you assuming his
not
gender?
hating. My bad. I'm sorry.
Don't get
Go
us canceled,
Chargers.
bro.
Go Chargers. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, man.
Or girl.
Yeah. Or let's see here. Your sister saying, "Damn, that fool on the right is kind of annoying." Cameron
Damn
Wright, yes,
right.
he sure is. Paco de Luna.
That's my cousin again.
Um,
We'll just skip that one.
yeah.
But Paco, thanks for commenting. Good looking out.
He's like, thank you for noticing.
Luis M.A. Do we know this guy? No?
Don't think so.
He just left a crying, laughing emoji, so he might have been laughing at us. But
Or
thanks for
maybe
watching.
me.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, dude, and leaving a comment. Appreciate that. This is the one I wanted to get to. James Stevens 8006. Sean Payton absolutely loves Herbert. You should call this the Not Knowing Ball podcast. Love it.
Sean Payton does love Herbert.
I didn't say that he did.
I'm saying he
And
does
I-
love Herbert.
100
If it wasn't
120% agree. He wanted to take the Chargers job because of Herbert.
if it wasn't for the Chargers
Sticking with Staley.
dumbasses dumbasses sticking with Staley. Not saying that I prefer Peyton over Harbaugh, because I still feel like we ended up with, it would have been 1A 1B top situation that we could have ended up with.
Yeah, it ended up working out.
Yeah.
Ended up working out with her or with Harbaugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely didn't say that he doesn't love Herbert. All I was saying is, yes, he's hitched his wagon to Bo and he's sticking with him. And Sean Payton's stubborn as hell, and he always likes to be right. So, yeah, Bo's his guy, man. He's not moving off of Bo. So,
Yeah.
and then also, if you've watched the first episode, which I'm sure you did, James Stevens 8006, we did clarify that we're not football experts. Now, saying that we don't know ball and we should name it the Not Knowing Ball podcast, a little overboard, but you know, man, go fuck yourself. Thanks for watching.
But he's right. We're not ball experts.
No, man,
He might be a ball expert.
Hey, James Stevens 8006, maybe you're a ball expert.
I'm pretty sure
Probably
we're just
not.
as the same as he is. We're
Yeah.
just fans who
Three
are learning new shit every fucking day.
Three diehard fans, man.
Yep.
Here to talk shit about each other's teams. But thanks for checking us out. Appreciate it. Hopefully, you watch the next one.
Yep. And keep on with the Herbert love. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Patriots. Let's see.
I'm telling you, bro, you offended all those 6 fucking Charger fans.
Hey, my nephew Santiago is going to come and step up on you after he stepped up on Edgar already.
Whatever it is about these comments, man,
Throw off on the pool.
I'm always the one getting fucking roasted in these comments.
Stop being the hater in the middle.
I'm the hater in the middle. I'm the leader of the Not Knowing Ball podcast. So, you know, whatever, man.
Maybe
I know. When I saw that comment, I was like, I thought that shit would have gone to me at least.
Hey, maybe we can start another podcast, the Not Knowing Ball podcast.
Maybe we just rename this one.
Hey, if we ever do it, thank you. What was his name?
This is...
Doesn't matter what his name was.
It doesn't matter.
Hope you see this. I'm sorry.
Michael Calderon, 4401. Patriots aren't going to do anything to him. He's talking about Diggs. They're dealing with it internally.
Thanks for the comment, Michael.
Totally appreciate it, man.
Good
Thank
looking
you.
out, bro.
Yeah. Let's see. And yeah, I mean, like I said in the comment back to him, I would definitely move off of him. But that would just be me.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers, I think that's the one thing that stopped them from going after him is just the diva attitude. They've never really wanted anybody at any position that had that type of attitude or background to him. It's let's just stay clear, keep our locker room intact, same culture that we have. Let's not bring somebody that's going to try to disrupt that at all.
Yeah, he's just not worth a headache anymore. Like I said last week, with 3 really good franchises is moving off of him. It's a pretty good sign that maybe he's not worth it. And he's already getting himself into trouble before the season even starts. It's not going to get any better. It's only going one way. So, I look forward to being proven right when he's like arrested midseason for something.
They might not move off of him, like Michael said. They might still just deal with it internally because they don't have any other better option. They already have money committed to him. Who knows how much?
That definitely plays a part.
Yeah, maybe the signing bonus or whatever.
But who knows how much?
It'd be dead money. It'd be some dead money if they moved off him for sure. Whatever it is.
So they might just try to be telling him like, "Shut the fuck up, bro."
Sometimes taking that dead money is worth it. I mean, look at the Broncos getting rid of Russell Wilson, not only because he sucked at quarterback, but he's just a fucking weirdo, and you had to get him out of the locker room. So
if that affects their team of not letting him go, it's gonna bite him in the ass.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna be vying for a playoff spot.
I think they can. We'll see.
I think they're still a year or two away, but you're right. Anybody can change their seating, like how they play, especially with a new coach.
Drake May is going to be. He played pretty well there at the end of the year.
Drake May is a good quarterback.
The new head coach with the new culture, so hopefully
they got Boy Genius back at offensive coordinator too. So
you're also a favorite.
Yeah, but we have to give it to him as a coordinator. He's always done pretty well, but he did have Brady, so
yeah.
I might be able to call an offense with Brady.
Mac Jones too, his rookie season.
That's true. He did pretty good with Mac Jones too. So we'll see. I think the Patriots are going to be pretty good this year. They'll definitely be a lot better than last year.
Definitely be a lot better than last year. But I don't know about pretty good, but a lot better than last year.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, in their division, the Bills obviously are going to take that, but
and we both already said, I don't know about you, Edgar, but we said about the Dolphins that they're just sinking shit.
No, I don't think they're going to be very good. And then the Jets. So, I mean, you've got 2 pretty crappy teams in your division.
That's true. It's an easy way for them to get a couple good division wins.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I see the Patriots doing pretty well this year.
I feel like the Jets will be able to beat the Patriots just because their defense. I'm more confident on their defense than the Patriots.
True. I think the Patriots will sniff 500. They might be off by a game or two, but they'll sniff 500.
Well, I think they'll be better than that.
No, I don't think so.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Time will tell. We're getting closer and closer to football season.
Thank God, man.
Thank God.
So fucking boring on Sunday.
I know. Sundays suck without football.
I can't keep on making these excuses to my wife why I need to drink on Sundays. Like, football is like, all right, go ahead and do your thing. We can barbecue.
But now it's like, I'm tired of barbecuing.
I know. Now she's like, she's actually wanting me like, when are you gonna barbecue? When are you gonna like? Oh, you want me to?
Right now, I'll go to the store.
Yeah, I'll go right now. But football season, it's a given. It's a given.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're getting closer and closer. And then rounding us out, Tay Jackson 6921. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate you. Excuse me. Herbert would start on all NFL teams. Geno would barely start for 3. That'll lead us into a pretty good segment here next. But anybody want to respond to that?
With the Herbert talk, I think it would be maybe not all 32.
No shot.
Maybe 28 of the teams will take Herbert over their current quarterback situation. Just like a straight up swap. I think it would take Herbert over whatever they got.
Yeah, I agree with you. At least
28. Maybe another one or two, but not more than that.
Definitely not all 32 teams.
No,
yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure the Chiefs would.
Andy Reid's not taking
fucking pretty sure
Mahomes off the field for Herbert.
I wouldn't take him. I'm pretty sure the Bills wouldn't take that.
The Bengals.
I'm pretty sure the Bengals, and then the Baltimore would be where I would.
I'm gonna say no to Baltimore.
I mean, not just just because of what they already have built up. But if it was just like, oh wait.
I'm taking Lamar Jackson over Herbert all day,
I'm saying if another coach came in and was just like, coaches get fired out of nowhere for some reason.
I believe any coach would actually want
comes in is like,
would want
I'd
Lamar
rather
Jackson.
have a pocket quarterback. I'd rather have somebody that can stand in there, don't have to do this.
I don't know.
I'm just saying that'd be the place where I would say I'm pretty sure they would still keep him, but that's where I start. Maybe a little tick down.
Yeah, you're crazy. I don't even think there's a question.
But after that, I don't see anybody else. I don't see anybody else after that.
Well, Tay Jackson, appreciate the listen, man. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate you. So that kind of leads us into the next thing I wanted to get into here for Edgar, since we talked about Herbert versus Geno last week. Wanted to see what other quarterbacks Kool-Aid drinker Edgar would take Geno over. So we're going to go through a list here. This is CBS Sports NFL quarterback power rankings post-draft. And we're just going to start. Let's see. They have Geno Smith at 17. So we're just going to work our way up from there to see which quarterbacks you would take over. You would take Geno over.
And it's straight, right? No, nothing.
No, just
Just a straight swap.
swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a straight swap. And I'll go quickly through all 16 of them. I'll give you the name. You say yes or no. The next person they have on this list
what, 16?
at 16 is Caleb Williams.
Damn.
You make the swap. So Caleb Williams in his second season,
Still young.
going forward, or Geno Smith at 34 years old. The fact that you haven't answered yet is insane. But okay, go ahead.
It's just that rookie deal is like in the back of my head. Having a quarterback in a rookie deal and being able to like put all that money somewhere else in other positions. But
Instead of paying Geno Smith $45
instead
million
of paying
a year.
Geno Smith, yeah. From where we're at right now, I would take Caleb Williams.
Okay, thank. Well, at least you made the right answer.
That took you way too long.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what Caleb Williams has done, but just like his potential.
It's not just the potential; it's the fucking rookie quarterback contract.
No, but just the potential, even that.
I
Just
mean
the
that too.
potential.
Like, I mean, I feel like he's going to do a lot better than he did last year. But
And a lot better than Geno Williams has ever done.
Geno Williams. Geno
Geno
Smith.
Williams? I don't know who Geno
Sorry,
Williams
I
is.
combined the both of them.
Yeah, he did.
They had a baby.
Okay, next on the list, I'm curious about this one. Greatest quarterback in the league, Bo Nix.
yeah, I'll take bigger bonus.
Really?
Love it. Dak Prescott.
Fuck that 16 mil. Fuck no.
Hmm.
I'll take Geno Smith.
Okay. 13, CJ Stroud.
I'll take CJ Stroud.
Okay.
He just shot a 15. That's crazy.
Stroud is 13.
Oh, well, 13. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's still crazy.
We already know the answer to this one, but we'll just say 12. Justin Herbert. We'll move on to Baker Mayfield, 11.
Baker Mayfield?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll take Baker Mayfield.
Okay. So looks like, this one might be interesting. Brock Purdy.
That's kind of interesting because we don't really have the weapons Niners have, so I don't know how well he would actually do with us.
And he doesn't have Kyle Shanahan.
And
He's not on a rookie contract.
No, he's
So
he's
I'll probably
making
go-
he's making big money.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I'll probably do
No.
Geno on that one.
Okay. Let's move on
agree.
up till we get to the obvious ones. Jared Goff.
I'll take Jared Goff.
Okay, good. All right, so you're starting to gain your sanity back. Jordan Love is 8.
I think Jordan Love is a really good quarterback.
Okay, cool. So
One of my favorites.
we're there because now we're at Stafford, Mahomes, Allen, Jackson,
Yeah,
Burrow.
I'll take any of those.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, okay. Gained your sanity back a little bit. As much as I don't like Caleb Williams, I mean, he's in his second year, has a ton of potential. Now that he has an offensive mind behind him, and Ben Johnson, he could definitely reach his potential this year. But I'm definitely one of the biggest Caleb Williams haters. Pink nails. What was like?
Do you guys play the Bears this year or no?
No.
No, I don't think any of us do.
We do. That's
Okay.
why. That's why I brought it up.
I think it's because it's a fourth place schedule and you guys fourth and fourth. Yeah.
Yeah, both teams suck ass. But yeah, I mean, Caleb Williams coming to the league with pink nails and the pink phone case and the fucking lip gloss, and like, I don't know, man. For him to go into if we're both in our 30s, like if someone came into your job and started trying to tell you what to do and lead you, and he was wearing pink nail polish, would you respect that?
I wouldn't, but I know why he did it though.
Why?
Money.
Pink nails? He's getting drafted first overall in the NFL
trying to
draft. He doesn't need to add anything by
There's a
painting
plan-
his nails.
He's trying to get a deal from Ulta, bro.
Or
Not
Rihanna.
just that, dude. I even saw this. I forgot what it was. There's another guy that he was getting paid, and he I don't know if it was a nail shop. I don't know what the hell it was, but he also got his nails painted, and he's like, I got
but
paid.
There's no other quarterback in the NFL that needs to do something to make more money for themselves. A starting quarterback,
Especially getting drafted first overall.
yeah,
Never
in the
know.
first round. There's nobody that needs that.
Because even if you're
Caleb-
mediocre like Trevor Lawrence is, you're still
Wait,
going to
did
sign a
Caleb do
huge
that
deal.
during the season or
It doesn't matter
before?
if you got picked first overall. You get all those contracts with all these.
Dude, that fool was getting paid more. There's quarterbacks not getting paid more than a rookie deal is going to get. You're going to get in a rookie deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You get that
So
off the bat. You get
So
all
him doing all that extra stuff is just money.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to do all the extra stuff.
I mean, clearly
Not just from his. No, I'm saying he doesn't need to paint his nails. He doesn't need to wear fucking makeup. He doesn't need to do all that.
No, he
that's
doesn't
what I'm
need to.
saying.
But in the end of the day, he did it because of the money.
Yeah, but
I don't know how
that's
much
what I'm
money
saying.
he's
He
generating
doesn't
off of
need
wearing
to do
makeup.
it. He's gonna get Beats deals. He's gonna get the newest sunglasses deals. He's gonna get all these deals, bro. He's gonna get everything.
Yeah,
You
when
don't
he's in
need
the
to paint your nails.
NFL, but clearly he didn't get any of that before he was even in before he was in the NFL.
Because they weren't really. I mean, I guess it was one of the first ones to be allowed to do
I'll
it.
just say this: you couldn't pay me enough money to wear fucking pink nail polish
Honestly,
if I was the
same
first
here,
overall
like,
pick in the
You
NFL.
could pay me that much money.
Well, if you had already
But if I
already
was
made a
somebody
ton of
that's making
money,
that much money, you couldn't pay me that much
And
money.
you
No,
had
but that's what I'm
ton of
saying.
potential to make
Let's be
money.
honest. If we were in his situation, would you get your nails painted?
no,
Yes, but that's a different situation.
Why? You already know it's like exactly what I'm telling you right now. Like what you're saying right now. You're about to get all these you're about to get you're gonna get all this free shit, or they're gonna get sponsored by all these guys. Why are you gonna paint your nails?
Exactly.
You just said you will get your nails painted.
Oh no, I'm saying if I was me in my situation.
But I told you, if you were in Caleb's situation, would you get your nails
Oh,
painted?
no.
Okay, that's what I was trying to tell
No,
you.
yeah, no. If I
Exactly,
was,
and same with me. I wouldn't have got
Yeah, that's
I
what
wouldn't
I'm saying.
have sell out and fucking do all that
But
shit.
me, in my current situation, hell yeah, I'm gonna paint my nails to get a couple.
But clearly
the fucking
nobody gives a
$3
damn
million
who you
shit.
are right now.
More money than I'll make probably in my whole life.
man, you gotta
But
be
yeah,
tripping.
I literally, because I swear to God, like at first I thought that shit was weird too. But when I saw this dude getting paid for getting his nose painted, I was like, is that why Caleb did it too? And I don't know who's the ones
even
paying
when he
him.
was at SC, he didn't seem like he was a team guy. He just
No.
seemed like he was just like all for himself, like just wanted to do everything to make his name.
Well, it's
pop,
because
make
he already
his,
knew that he was gonna be the number one pick, regardless of what that season was gonna end up being like.
Well, he came the year before, honestly, when he won the Heisman. Once he won the Heisman is when I feel like his head
ego
kind of
went
grew a little
over.
bit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not a Caleb Williams guy.
Yeah.
He'll be much better than he was last year for sure.
Oh, definitely. Even if I'm not as big of a Caleb Williams hater as you are, I'm not a great fan of him, but I still think he's going to do better.
Yeah.
than he did last year.
Yeah, definitely. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Oh, we want to talk a little bit about, excuse me, flag football, the Olympics.
Well, yeah.
What do you guys think?
I
I'm
mean,
glad it went through, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch. Definitely be rooting for Team USA all the way. But when it comes to Broncos being on that team, hell no.
It's in
so
the summer.
I don't care. I don't care when it is.
It's like
It's just another chance for someone to get hurt. I don't want
I was
it.
gonna bring that up.
I don't.
At the same time, I
want
was like,
that
you guys
risk.
would be like, again.
no.
No,
So,
I don't want
I'm
any
okay
of their
with
stars
it, but
out
what
there.
about like if they used college kids?
I think they definitely do that.
Yeah,
They're
they will.
I think the United States actually already has a flag football team like
They
that.
do.
So they already have players that.
That fucking quarterback for the flag football team was like saying, "I'm better than Patrick Mahomes."
Yeah, he's fucking tripping.
Yeah.
you
That's
seen
what I'm
him?
saying. I think they could get guys that I don't know if any of those guys even play in like the UFL, XFL.
I have
things
no
like
idea.
that.
I don't know anything about these dudes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like if there's people that are not signed at that point and they're just like trying to vie for a team to sign them for even training camp. They'll go out for it, try to make the name, try to get an invite to training camp, and see how it goes from there. Maybe they make a backup spot.
Maybe.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if the 6th or 7th guy on the Chargers wide receivers roster.
No, we're not
went
talking about
out.
them. Who cares about them? What
Yeah.
about Justin Herbert if he went out there to be quarterback?
I wouldn't care because he's not
Really?
going to get hurt.
You don't know that.
Quarterbacks aren't going to get hurt. They're not getting tackled. They're
No,
just
it's
getting
not even
You
about
never
that.
know.
Like, there's still those
You do know
non-contact
that- you
injuries,
do
which
know
are
that
way
these fools
worse.
Can run out of the pocket because they're getting chased, right?
You know,
They
Yeah,
tear.
plants his
they're not
foot
gonna- they can
weird.
tear-
He's playing on
If
some
they're not
shitty
gonna-
turf.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't see them. I
Like
guess there are those
they're
non-contact
planting.
injuries.
They're
Those are the
fucking
worst
spinning.
ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess there are those non-contact, but that can happen just training.
Totally, but you're
Yeah.
adding even more and more stress on the body. The more I thought about it, it was just like, there's no way I'd want
Yeah, I was
PS2
hearing-
out there.
I was hearing a podcast
No way.
today about it, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite, but I wouldn't want actual NFL players doing it because the risk of the injury. And
Yeah.
it's, like they're already going through so much
Well,
through the whole year.
What would you think if the top soccer players didn't play because they didn't want to risk injury because they wanted to preserve themselves for their club team?
What the fuck is soccer?
No, just because, it's the
don't
same
start.
thing because you're
Don't
because
start.
Edgar's the only one that's here that's a soccer fan, a football fan.
There's people that do
It's
that all the
soccer.
time. But the thing is
Soccer.
that
What would you think of them if they didn't want to go?
they're
play for
getting
the national
paid
team?
every single from whatever club or whatever they're in. They're getting paid. So like,
Same thing with NFL. They're getting paid.
but for the Olympics, are they gonna risk that?
That's what I'm saying. Same thing. Are they going to get paid? They're getting paid either way. There's the
mean-
guaranteed money's there. The guaranteed money is the guaranteed money, whether you get hurt off season, during the game.
Yeah. So you think the Chargers are not gonna be a little bit like iffy if Justin Herbert goes out there and he ends up getting hurt, and then what happens to their season? Who's gonna be the quarterback for the Chargers?
Or McConkey, he'd be a great Olympic flag football player.
He would be.
But you wouldn't want him out there
So
because he
quick.
could get fucking hurt,
Yeah.
man. It could happen.
It could happen. Yes. Maybe
But like
it was at
because
a
in
time.
soccer, there's plenty. Like they can get hurt and they play there's different clubs they play for. But I mean, for me, the way I see it is, teams are covered. But the worst case scenario, like for
I
me,
still think it's the same.
but it happens. I mean, just like it happens, like there's players that get hurt
Yeah.
playing in another
So what
club.
would you think if your favorite soccer player didn't go play for his national team?
Then he didn't go play for his national team.
So
That's
you
just the way it
wouldn't-
is.
But most other fans would be like, "Oh, he's a bitch. He didn't want to go represent his country. He
I
didn't
mean,
wanna do that."
people normally, from what the people that I know or the people that are also fans, they would understand like, oh, this fool would get hurt playing at this league, so that's why he's not playing in the international.
But that's not everybody. There's a lot of people that are saying like, "Oh, he doesn't want to play for his country." Things like that,
I haven't heard.
That's the reason. Why
I haven't
would
really
think they
heard
would.
that. I mean, I really haven't heard somebody being like, "Oh, this guy doesn't want to play for his country." It's mostly like because they would understand that. I mean, if they watch soccer, they would understand that whatever league he was playing in, he ended up getting hurt. Like it's one thing that like if he was, it just depends. I guess it depends on the injury. Like,
Well, you can't like foresee what type of injuries you get. It's either you play or you don't. And if you get injured, you do or you don't.
yeah.
or
But the thing is in
whatever
the end,
injury you
like,
get, you never know.
but the thing is in the end, it's like there's some players that only play maybe like two leagues. And that's mostly like one of them is like they don't really intersect unless it's international, like unless the international team is calling them up. But even then, like when that happens, there's times where like the international pays the team to let this fool go and play for them.
Yeah, but still, you're paying. But what if he gets hurt, tears ACL?
That's
hit
what
for a
that's what the
couple
money.
years. That's what I'm saying.
That's what
It
the money
will-
covers.
It's going both ways.
I mean, but like
They
I
might be
said,
able to work it out in the Olympics with NFL. Like, oh, we'll pay for this guy for this year.
yeah. But the thing is, I mean, the way I see it is like football or flag football is an American sport. You can literally send college students. Tell me what other country has flag
I don't
football.
even think that they didn't win this. They flag football was in this last Olympics. They didn't win.
Was
The
this
U.S.? I don't think.
was it in the last Olympics? I don't remember that.
or like the qualifier. It was something, but I thought they didn't win.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know.
No, I mean, from
Maybe
what
I'm wrong. I might have just been a dream.
I know,
Omar dreams about the United States losing in flag
Well,
football.
not losing, but just saying, just I don't know.
because I know there's like,
That's funny.
because of some of the commercials, I know there's like a girls flag football, and it's
Yeah,
international
that's
as
been
well.
going on for a while.
Yeah, but an actual like, Olympic, I don't think that's happened yet.
No, we'll see, man. Like I said, I wouldn't want
Same
a
here.
Bronco, especially a star player playing. I do listen to another podcast, 3 and Out with John Middlecoff. John Middlecoff, if you're listening, shout out to you. He covers on the whole NFL, former scout for the Eagles. But he does a little comment section, and someone asked him about the Olympics, and he brought up a scenario where one of the owners pays a like random player from like Russia or Brazil to go take out a star player from an opposing team. And it's like, I don't know if that's going to happen because that would be like the biggest scandal in the history of the NFL. Like if Jerry Jones paid some random dude on Brazil to go and take out the knees of like Saquon Barkley.
It's like what is this? The Karate Kid? Sweep the leg.
I mean, if you're some dude playing on the Olympic flag football team for Brazil and maybe this is just your only chance to make big money and Jerry Jones comes to you with like
Sweep the leg.
10 mil to go do it, you probably do it on your end, but would Jerry Jones be that crazy? Jerry Jones is pretty nuts, but
No, I don't think.
no, it's way out of the realm of possible. I just thought it was really funny.
That was funny. Sweep the leg.
All right, here we're winding down. We only got a few minutes left. Let's cover some stuff that I saw on PFF that I just wanted to talk about. PFF just engagement farming at this point, looking for likes and comments and trying to go viral for saying stupid shit. In one post, they say that PS2 is the most valuable non-quarterback in the league. In the next post, they say that Sauce Gardner is the best cornerback in the league over Patrick Surtain. So, make that make sense. No.
Sauce Gardner is a good corner, but I wouldn't say he's the best.
Hell no, over PS2. PS2 just won Defensive Player of the Year.
Exactly. So,
and
then plus, like I
speaks
think
for
the
itself.
last couple of years, he's actually had a pretty bad year.
Sauce Gardner had a pretty bad year last year because he started getting called for holding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, PFF, anyone running that Instagram page or whatever the hell you guys are,
It must
if you're
be
listening.
Jets fans.
Yeah, it must be. You must just fall for the cool name thing. I mean, PS2 is a pretty cool name, but Sauce Gardner's a cooler name, admittedly. I mean, first name's Sauce. That's pretty dope. He's got the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a good corner, but Patrick Surtain is the best in the league, going on being one of the best of all time.
He was best in last year. We'll see. This year.
Yeah, definitely set to take a step back.
I'm not saying he won't be, but things change. Might not be the best, but he'll still be top. I'm still not saying that he won't be top quality. I'm 100% sure he's going to be top quality.
He'll be the best in the league again this year. I guarantee it.
Says you.
I'm not going on. You act like I'm saying something
No,
crazy.
I'm not
going to
saying
end up
he's
getting
not.
roasted in the comments again for this, saying that PS2 is the best corner in the league and is going to be the best again next year.
That's what I'm trying to combat you. So then you can get all the hate. The one in the middle in the comments.
Yeah, sounds like it's probably going to happen again. I get roasted in the comments so much.
Stop being a hater.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
No, he's definitely going to be the top quarter.
Yeah, he'll be up there. He'll be top 2 or 3 at the very, very, very least. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna do that because he's already proven to do so.
he'll be best in the league. Then let's see here. Duos on cornerback rankings. They don't even have PS2 and Riley Moss listed, which is foul.
So all these things are going to
Then
be
the Chargers
foul.
aren't even anywhere near there.
No, Chargers aren't there. They got Stingley and Lassiter with the Texans. They got the Bills, the Eagles, obviously DeJean and Mitchell. They're pretty good.
I feel like Stingley. Is it Stingley or
Stingley.
Stingley? Like, he's probably going to be like, I'm not going to say better than PS2, but it's going to be
No, he's
between
not.
them two.
I saw this thing on Instagram. It said Gene and McConkey are going to go against each other. That's going to be white on white crime.
Oh, that will be fire though.
That's going to be that honestly is probably like the top two things that I'm looking forward to this year. The DeJean and Ladd McConkey
Just locking up.
hopefully going 1-on-1 and letting them just battle it out instead of
Unless he pulls a freaking Jerry Judy and starts running away from him.
Ladd McConkey is going to be either in the slot or just outside.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
Slot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not his fault that the coaches designed it that way. He's just got to go with what the coaches designed.
They'll be on each other though. It'll be
But
fun.
yeah, I'm super excited to see that matchup this year. That's gonna be probably top 10 matchup in the league this year.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it'll be fun.
I think it will be.
It'll be fun to watch. I mean,
It'll be
you
a
also got
Chargers
another white
top
corner in Riley Moss. He'll probably be on him a little bit. But I imagine PS2 will be on him a little bit more.
Yeah. Honestly, the Jaire will be on him a little bit too because he's a slot corner.
He's definitely a slot corner, so he'll be on.
But I think the Chargers are going to be moving Ladd around a little bit more than this year than they did last year.
Kind of have to, man. They don't really have much else at wide receiver. So
yeah, at least at the beginning of the year, they're still going to be trying to figure things out. Obviously, they're going to lean on the run game, but still, their pass game is still going to be a work in progress. I feel like at least a quarter of the way through the season until they figure things out. Luckily, they get an extra preseason game because they have the
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame game, so they get 4 preseason games. That
They get 3. There's only 2, I think.
no,
there's
it's
3.
3, and so the Chargers get 4,
Yeah, right,
and
right.
then they're playing the Browns, so they get 4 too. So I think that's going to help just to get guys in shape, get guys used to the pace of play, get guys used to getting hit by a fucking adult, not just a freshman in high school, sophomore in high school, college. So yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, here's something too. Devontae Adams taking another shot at the Raiders. Did you see this yet, Edgar?
No, what do you say now?
Let's see here. Everybody is in a good mood with the Rams. It's not like a dark cloud over the building. And I've experienced that quite a bit over the last few years. So it's a glaring difference when you come into a building like this. He ain't wrong. He played for Josh McDaniels.
But still, like,
Josh
I mean, you're
McDaniels-
going into a new team. Of course, you're going to praise them.
There are so many
What you
people
did.
that actually, like, when Josh McDaniels got kicked out, so many people came out saying, like, honestly, I wanted to quit football. I was like, fuck, man, this fool literally almost fucking took our whole
He's
team
the
apart.
worst, man.
Hunter Renfro, like, he literally was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Speaking of Hunter Renfro, he got signed.
Yeah, he's into the Panthers.
Yeah.
Oh, the
good for
Packers?
him, man. Good for
Interesting.
him.
I didn't see that. That's
He's from Charlotte, so
Yeah,
he's
that
the
was
one.
just like
Oh, the
2 days
Panthers.
ago.
Panthers.
Yeah, that was just like
Oh, I
2
heard
days ago.
Packers. I
No,
thought
no,
that was
Panthers.
interesting.
no,
Okay,
that was
Panthers.
just like 2
Makes
days
more
ago,
sense.
maybe. So
No, that's
like,
oh,
good
it's
for
been
him, man.
no, it's been a while now that
Has
he
it
got
been?
signed. Yeah,
Well, I saw it two days ago.
no, yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, good for him.
You know when they were saying that we might resign him, like
There
soon
was no
after
way,
that.
bro. There was no way.
No, I mean,
I don't think he would have wanted to come back after like them like just kind of like
we just didn't want to pay
brushing
him.
him off.
No, we just didn't want the
They
contract.
could have signed him last year after they had already let go of him and say like, "Hey, you want to come?"
He
back?
wasn't
We'll
even
give
know
you
if he
this."
wanted to play. He started his own company.
He came out and said that he didn't retire. People said he retired. He said,
Yeah,
I'm
he
ready
said
to play.
that. Yeah, exactly. He stepped away. He's
No,
like,
he said, I'm ready to play. I didn't get any phone calls. He came out and said it. I didn't get any phone calls. I was waiting for phone calls. Nothing happened. And I kept training and I started my own company because nothing was happening. And I kept training and somebody called me and now I'm at a training camp. Now I got picked up. Now I'm on a team. That was his thing.
Sure.
Yeah, man, another beer, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, so him and then our tight end too, Mayer. He was also like thinking that he was just gonna walk away from it. And then last year I thought he was gonna walk away.
He got listed on some list of potential breakout players this year, which I thought was kind of surprising. That would be terrifying if the Raiders had both Powers and Mayer killing it. So
That's because they were
Hopefully that's
both
not
really
right.
good in college. And I'm hoping like Chip Kelly does more of that 12 what's that called?
12 personnel.
Yeah, the 12 personnel.
We got 2 tight ends.
Yeah, so
One
it's
running
because like
back.
McDaniels was not McDaniels. Getsky was supposed to do that more, but dude was just garbage.
But that's not Chip Kelly's MO. Chip Kelly is more of a spread offense.
Yeah, but he came out actually
single
saying
back, spread
that
offense.
he actually came out saying that he's gonna do that. The offense is gonna be more for about team friendly. So it depends on what the players.
So he's gonna go against what he usually does.
From what I've heard, he's always changed the offense.
He's always gone. He changed it, but it didn't work when he was in the NFL. He wanted to go.
I mean, it
with,
worked
more
with
of a
him in the
running
NFL.
game.
What do you mean? With the Eagles, he was top 10 offense the entire time he was with the Eagles. The only time it
but
didn't
also
work
I
was with the
worried about
Niners,
his
and look at who they have the quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. Not gonna hate on that.
Guess we'll see what they have to do this year.
When he was with the Eagles, he had Michael Vick. What was that the white boy that won the Super Bowl
Hey,
for
we're
the
not trying
Eagles?
to get racist, man.
Yeah, the white boy that won the Super Bowl with who?
The Eagles.
Quarterback? What are you talking about?
The one that did the Philly special. Forgot his name.
Oh, Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. Yeah, he had Nick Foles. He had Michael Vick, and he had Mark Sanchez on that team. And he was still able to have win games with all 3 quarterbacks, and they all play different.
No, well, we'll see what happens with Chip Kelly and the Raiders this year. Don't see it going too well.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. Well, that's the hour mark, boys. Made it through another episode during this dry spell here during the off season. So, again, appreciate anybody that's listening, especially if you made it through the whole entire hour. Really appreciate you. Leave another comment, like, subscribe. Really appreciate all that good stuff. Next week we'll come back and go over probably whatever goes down at these practices this week. At least we got a little bit of football going on.
Yeah, finally.
A little bit of hitting.
A little, yeah. We're inching closer and closer to the start of the season.
The only thing that sucks is that we get a little tease and then they take a break, a long break. So if we're struggling to find out what we're going to talk about right now, once we get into that really, really thick of the off season, then we might get into the weed of things. So please help out and leave a comment on what you think we should talk about. If you have anything that you want us to debate, especially from our teams, go ahead and leave it.
Yeah, leave it in the comments, and we'll definitely get into it. We'll give you a shout out. We'll shout out all of our commenters, especially now since we've got our loyal listeners that give us a couple of comments here. So really appreciate anyone that does. Truly, thank you. So I think that wraps it up.
Yep.
All right. Cheers. 243 days until Bo Nix wins his first Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.